Good day, Queen.
So glad that you could join me today.
Honored and privileged to be here, and I thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this is such an amazing event that you've been putting together with others. Been hearing about it in the community, honestly. Like folks are getting excited for this. Tell us about what had you bring this event about at Seattle City Hall.
Okay, great. So I am a Seattle Women's Commissioner, and I want to just say what commissioners are, because sometimes that's a little confusing too. So the commissions are volunteers, commissioners of the city of Seattle, and we consider ourselves as conduits from community to the city offices, the mayor, and the city council. And that's the work that we do voluntarily. We advise city council and the mayor on the needs of the community. So we came together to create this event for Black History Month. I came to the 5 co-chairs meetings of the commissions, which in the Seattle Office of Civil Rights, we have the Women's Commission, the LGBTQ Commission, the Human Rights Commission, and the Disability Commission. That's 4. And the 5th one is the Immigrant and Refugee Commission, which they're not housed in the Office of Civil Rights. They're housed in, let me get this right, the Office of Immigrant and Refugee Affairs.
Okay.
So I brought notes because, it's so much information. So anyway, I brought the idea to the commission's meeting because I felt like Black History Month doesn't necessarily have to be only for Black history, and the fact that our history transcends or intersects with all of these issues. It didn't have to be something that, okay, we're just coming as Black folks, we're coming as community. And they were, when I tell you, they were really so happy to be able to participate. I think almost like no one ever kind of thinks about, let's invite everyone to enjoy this history. So I'm glad to have their support.
Yeah.
And
Well,
with their support, we now have access to City Hall to create this platform to celebrate Black history with our communities.
yeah, well, I just thank you for that because it's folks like you who are in these positions that get to open up these opportunities for others to really experience what's happening right now. I mean, I think a lot of times Black history focuses on the past, right? And a lot of folks don't understand what's going on right now or right around them. So y'all got together and you have now curated this amazing event that's taking place this Saturday coming up. It's open and free to the public. Tell us about some of the folks that'll be there presenting and kind of tabling. So, what can someone expect at this event?
Yes. So I also do want to shout out to our sponsors, participatory budgeting project, who are sponsoring us and allowing us to have free entertainment, free food, and even free childcare. So let us say, I just want to repeat where we are and the times and how to plug in and get a little more information there, if I may. So it will be Saturday, Friday, February 25th. I'm nervous. This
Saturday,
TV
yeah.
stuff makes me
Mhm.
nervous. February 25th, Saturday at City Hall, which is at 600 4th Avenue, downtown Seattle. And the doors will open at 12, and it's going on with a full program. And like I said, there will be free childcare. So if you want to come and you have some little ones and you don't want, you just kind of want to get into it and know that they can be in a safe place, childcare will be provided. And the way that you tag in for that is to go to Eventbrite and search 5 Commissions event, and then you can get a ticket to sign in, the young folks for childcare. And we need to do that to really have a tally. I need to be able to tell the childcare providers how many young folks we're expecting, so we can have things set up for them to be safe and secure. And so we're going to start off the day basically introducing the commissions, giving all of the 5 commissions a chance to talk to the community and tell what they do and invite them to come on board with some commission work. And also, then we're going to go into a film screening. There's a film called Since I've Been Down. And Dr. Gilda Shepherd created this documentary film talking about basically the results of the war on drugs. And so after that film screening, we're going to have a panel discussion with her and some members of the BPC, which is the Black Prisoners Caucus. And also Amijah Smith is going to come and be on that panel. And she's going to be talking about Kids Are Kids. It's an organization that is working to stop, this system from charging young kids as young as 8 years old as adults.
Mm.
So we're going to have a conversation about that. We're going to follow that up with a conversation about the covenant, which the beautiful Trae Holiday is going to come and tell us about this organization in the community that is uplifting and assigning ambassadors, community ambassadors to, uphold some covenants that will help us in our move forward in unity. And then we have Ty Titanium, who's coming, and he does like healing type work, mental health, well-being, and life coaching. And so he's gonna have time to speak to us about, our healing in the community and how people can tap in and plug in with him. Then we'll be following that up with discussions on economics, Black economics. We have Logic Amen is going to actually moderate that segment, and we have Jebediah Gardner, who is a Black developer, and Pat Butler Lathan, who
Mhm.
does a lot of credit repair and insurance type things, and Andre Franklin, or Dre Franklin, um, from Bill 206 is going to be part of that discussion. And like you say, we just want to talk historically about Black history and our economic situation here in this country. I find it on that piece, I find it that we came here, as commodity. And I really want them to kind of talk about how, yeah, we came here as commodity, and now how do we kind of extricate ourselves from that and start to, take control of our own economic destiny, in this country. So I want to talk about that historic and in the present and going into the future, how we will do things economically. And then we're going to go into a conversation with our LGBTQ community members. Deontay Damper and Isaiah Anderson are going to be the moderators of that segment. And we have some community members that, oh goodness, I hate to not remember their name, but so we're going to go into a conversation about that as well, because I just have a saying, and I just feel like I just say that everybody eats at my table. And what I say by that, the foundation of this too is the theme for Black History Month this year nationwide is Black resistance.
Yes.
And so when I was thinking about how we're formatting this, I wanted to add that Black love is Black resistance, because see, I don't want to get emotional in this part, because I just feel like love, we have to love each other, and no matter what, even, I feel like if you come out of prison, that's why I bring them, so society might tell us they've been to prison, they don't deserve love, they don't deserve a chance, they're LGBTQ or whatever, they're different, they're weird, they don't deserve love. um and all these people, we deserve love. So Black love is Black resistance. And I just feel like when we can get past a lot of the things that we're dealing with, from this system that was put on us, who told us that, right? Um, so then we have to overcome that, get back to love, real love, not surface love, but real deep love for ourselves and each other, right? Then we're going to end up
I love
with
it.
a drag show. We have Coach Giggs from Cutting Up Entertainment coming, and he's going to bring an awesome performance, and we're celebrating the art, of drag, which people have asked me, well, how is that? And I'm like, look, I did some research, and first I only knew about um, the Harlem Renaissance in reference to drag and how that came in the balls and all that kind of stuff they would do in the competitions or whatever. And then I was doing a little more research, and then come to find out there was a drag king, or oh no, drag queen back in the 1800s before emancipation.
Wow.
And then he lived in that time, and then he became emancipated. And you know how he had went to jail basically, and he just came out and he fought, and he just, I mean, it's just the same fight. It's the same fight. Okay, so that's the relevance to me with the art and the historic piece, and also Coach Giggs. He has done so much in this community,
Yeah.
and I've just had wanted to work with him for so many years, and I didn't know how. And we came across each other one day, and it was just like, I want to do something with you, and then so we came up with that, and we actually did our first event last year, and it was at Langston Hughes as well, and the drag show was big, but we did the same thing though. It was discussions, it was vendors, it was all the stuff, and so now we're coming together with the help of the commissions and the city and our sponsor participatory budgeting project. And so
Wow.
I could tell you more about them. So they are coming, they're getting together, and please plug into this, because
Yeah.
this is a lot of, from based on the Black Brilliance Project research. The city is allocating $27 million that's going to come to community, and community gets to decide how this money's spent. And we realize that it's something new, hasn't been done. This is historic. So they're actually launching also from this event.
Mm.
So come and learn how you can become part of the work that participatory budgeting is doing, that we will be able to put money into the areas that, based on that Black Brilliance research project, came housing, policing, health and wellness, the youth. So we get to decide how this 27 million of the city of Seattle's money is going to come into our community, into Black and historically marginalized communities' hands.
Well, I just want to say, Tana, I mean, this is, you laid it all out for us, but the thing is that there's a huge amount of work that it takes to pull all of this together. So kudos to you and the entire team of the commissions, everyone who has poured into this, having a sponsor to make it accessible and make it, family oriented, right? So people can bring their children and there's something there for them. So as, parents are trying to hear all this amazing information and learn, the kids can do their fun activities off to the side. But this is a huge effort, and to bring so many amazing organizations and institutions and individuals that have been organizing for a long time on the ground into this space and to bring this out to the public, it's so necessary. So thank you for stepping in and saying, we need to do something big to really celebrate Black history, but also to get people plugged into what's going on now. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. We can talk about like history in this kind of thing that's like, oh, that's outside of me. But when you plug in and get connected to opportunities where you get to be a part of that history in creating and making that history now, that's really important. Just highlight high level. I mean, you think of someone coming and maybe they haven't experienced any of these organizations, as you were putting this together, what are some of those major highlights that you're excited for people to really gain when they come and participate in this event on Saturday?
Well, the thing is, when I've done events, I like them to be multifaceted. Sometimes, or most times, people come to events is to be, we're gonna do this and eat and then go or whatever, or just shop or whatever. And I'm just always interested in trying to hit it from different angles. I feel like some people will come because they want to learn more about the commissions. Some people will come just because they've never been to City Hall, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, to be able to just get in there and hang out, take some nice selfies and all this. Is some really great spots. But then also some might want to come and see this film since I've been down.
Yeah.
Um, uh, and some, so there's different. I try to make it multifaceted so that it is like so many different things going on. To You might come for the movie and then you're gonna stay for the food. I didn't even talk about the food yet.
Right, right.
So Def Chef Jermaine Miller is basically curating the food, and so that's what I do too. I'm not gonna take credit for all of it. I'm just like I said, I'll open the door and build the platform, but then I bring the players in that are they're the top, all at the top of their game.
Mhm.
So I cannot obviously take total credit for everything because it's a team effort. And like I said, this is not my situation or necessarily even just this is us, this is
Yeah.
ours, this is for everybody. And so I feel like giving people ownership in these type of situations is how it's able to just grow organically. It
Yeah.
just started growing organically. All I had to do was kind of like open the door or like the plant there, put the seed in and put a little water on it, and I walk away and then like, hey, you want to do that? And they're like, oh yeah, that'd be great. I get that. So they come in and they partake. So Little Red's Jamaican food,
Mm.
Catfish Corner, Fats Kitchens, and we're gonna have a young man, a young entrepreneur that has a lemonade stand, and so I just really put that ball in Def Chef's court and was like, all right, you go do that. Same thing with Deontay Damper. I was like, okay, I don't know all the stuff about that. So here, balls in your court, set it up, and and that's what it is. And it's just an awesome feeling to be able to do this and just watch it and see what happens.
Well, this is I'm looking forward. I'm so glad that I get to be there and participate as well. Thank you for the platform and for the invitation. I am so looking forward to this. Of course, if folks want to get their tickets, they want to be there. Look right there, let them know. How do they
Oh,
plug in?
this one?
Yeah, this one closest to me. Yep.
Hello. Yes. Please go to Eventbrite and search for Five Commissions event. And there we should come up and you can get your ticket to save your spot for your young one. And you don't need a ticket to attend the whole situation. Just to hold space for that for your child. So Eventbrite, search Five Commissions event, and we'll come up. Also, if you want to know more about Participatory Budgeting Project, our generous sponsor, go to participatorybudgetingproject.org, and you can learn more. They have paid positions coming available for a community member to come out and help us spend $27 million of the city's money in Black and historically marginalized communities.
All right, Tana, thank you so much for coming down today. And I look forward to seeing you on Saturday.
Awesome.
Yes.